Okay, this is how I store and collect and organize the new students in Trello. So I set up a new board, and this one I've called New Students. And you can go to boards up here in the corner to find the different ones. Okay, you can see here that I also use it to organize my schedule. Under DanceWorks, I communicate with my personal assistant about our software program. And for instance, like if somebody wants to purchase socks at the studio, then I add it in there so that she can be sure to charge them, etc. Summer camp ideas. I organize our yearly performances. So Under the Sea was our most recent one. Shoe orders. And then this Elite Troop one is for organizing contacts for different community events. So let's go back into new students. Okay, when I get a new student, I make a new tab, and that's, so we go back out. The new card is down here. I add another card. Then it brings up a new card. I put their name at the top, and then I just write a description. It would have like their email address, their phone number, and then I give it a label. So I go here to labels, and I have a ton of labels in here. And this one I chose beginner adult because she was looking for Irish adult beginner. And then I put where they found me. And then down here under comments, where you can write a comment, if I do any activity with them, like if I text them or email them, I just put it in here. So if we go back, it will say like left a message, and then they respond. I put their response so that we can see at a glance what the communication was, because as you know, you think you're going to remember all those things, but you don't. And then you can add members to your card. So you could add like a personal assistant or a teacher, and then you can communicate to each other. You can also add a due date. So I could go here and I could say, I'm going to contact her for fall enrollment. So then I would put it like August 24th, and then I'd save it. That one needed to be updated anyways. You can put a checklist. The checklists I usually do for things like if I'm communicating with my personal assistant, if I'm like, these are the people who ordered t-shirts but haven't paid yet, and then I'd make a checklist. Whoops, I'm gonna add the checklist, and it would appear like this, and then you'd add the item like that. I'm just gonna delete it because I don't need a checklist on that one. Okay, and then let's see if there's anything else in here. You can move them using this. I like to move the cards manually, so you click on the little dots right there, pick it up. If she's scheduled a class, so like let's say that she says, yeah, I want to come next Tuesday. Then I write that down. I put a new due date, which would be like the day before or the day of. And then it alerts me, and then I can text her and say, hey, we're so excited for you to come to class. And that makes it super easy. Okay, after she's attended the class, I move her to attended but haven't registered. Or if she registers that day, I move her to registered current. Okay, then like for instance, COVID, there are a lot of people that are like, we love this, we love dancing with you, but during COVID, we're gonna have to take a break. So I have that active, but on break. So I might move her there. Let's say that she says she's gonna come, or she takes advantage of a promotion, but she doesn't ever register for classes. I would put her on new and try again. And that's gonna be my perspectives list to reach out to people in the fall, or whenever I'm doing a promotion. If they've been a current student for at least a month and they decide to drop for whatever reason, and they're still friendly, there was no confrontation or anything, then I put her in dropped, may return. So you can see that these three are my perspectives: active but on break, new, try again, and dropped, may return. And then I haven't been using scheduled a class. That's for something else I was doing. Okay, let's say that she moves, or she says, I'm not interested, please don't, contact me again. I would move them into dropped, lost. That way I know that this is like a do not contact list. Whoops, sorry. And every once in a while, I'll go through that do not contact list and just see if there was anybody that really shouldn't have been in there, that might, have moved back, or might have just said, basically, we don't want to do it right now, but you can contact me later. They really should be in the new, try again, or the drop, may return, but I just kind of go through there just to make sure I don't have anybody in there. Okay, so I'm going to actually move her back to new incoming. So I hope that gives you kind of an idea of ways to do that. Just to show you what some of my other boards look like. This is my fall schedule. So Monday, I have what teachers can teach that day. The name of the class, I put which teacher assistant would be able to come. And then I label it according to teacher, like the color. The teacher, like you can see it's Melissa, is that color. And which floor. So she's going to be on the gray floor. And we have 2 floors, the black floor and the gray floor. That way I can look at a glance. And I use this to refer when anyone's like, what time is your beginner class? And I used to be able to keep it all in my head and I can't. So then I refer to this. So then I have one for each day. If you see how that works. And then this one's the one that I use to communicate to my assistant. So it's just like miscellaneous stuff. And then I also keep track of the hours collected for my teachers and teacher assistants here. And this one shows all of the performance numbers in our Under the Sea, which was a Little Mermaid production we did this year. So then I put on them like who the main characters, what they did, Mer Sisters, etc., kind of by class. And then I would put the black label means that they were finished. So then I could just kind of look at a glance. And then it would also say like which teacher was in charge of that choreo. So as you can see, there's a lot of cool things that you can do with it. So I hope that helps.